Let us discuss about the crystal lattice and unit cell. So first we are going to define the term that is called crystal lattice. What do you mean by crystal lattice? A regular three-dimensional arrangement of the points in a space we are going to call the crystal lattice. Let's see this one. Let us take the points. So these are called the three-dimensional arrangements. These are called the three-dimensional arrangements of the points in a space. So these are three-dimensional arrangement. These are we are going to call as the lattice. That is called crystal lattice. This system we are going to call in the space that is called crystal lattice because of the regular arrangement of in the three dimension. It is called crystal lattice. And next, the points that indicates the relative positions of the constituent particle that we are going to call as the lattice point. And each point in the crystal lattice we are going to call as the that is called lattice point. This is called lattice. So three-dimensional arrangements network system that is called lattice, and each point that is the lattice point. And what about this unit cell? The smallest portion of the crystal lattice which when repeated regularly. So like this. Now I am going to join these lattice points together. That is forms the entire smallest portion that is called the unit cell. Now I am going to join the each lattice points like this. So now I am going to join these lattice points. This is called the smallest portion we are going to obtain. This smallest portion we are going to call the unit cell. This is called the unit cell. So like this we are going to define the small definition that is called crystal lattice. Crystal lattice is this means the three-dimensional arrangements of the points in a space that is called crystal lattice, and each point in that crystal lattice we are going to call as the lattice points, and the smallest portions of this entire crystal lattice we are going to call as the unit cell. Here we are going to classify the unit cell into two categories, that is called simple unit cell or a primitive unit cell. Second one is centered unit cell. So let us take a simple definition of this simple unit cell. So I am going to write the lattice points or to draw that simple unit cell. So I am going to joining these things. So this is called simple unit cell. And for the constituent particles, that is called CP. So the number of constituent particles which are only at the corners. So this is called a corner. Which are the corners in the unit cell, that is called the simple unit cell. What about this centered unit cell? One or more particles which are present at any position other than these corners that we are going to call as the centered unit cell. I mean, so this is called simple unit cell. Among this one, left out this simple unit cell, if any position, that is called this is the face or body, any centered position, if any one or more constituent particles which are present, that is called the centered unit cell. So let us take the classification of the centered unit cell. So here we are going to classify this centered unit cell into three types. One is called body centered, face centered, and third one is called end centered unit cell. So first one we are going to discuss about the body centered unit cell. Simply we are going to call this one as the BCC. I mean, what it tells that exact meaning that this contains the unit cell. I mean simple unit cell which contains only one constituent particle which will be lying at the body center of the unit cell along with 8 constituent particles which are lying at the corners of the unit cell, we are going to call as the BCC. This is called the definition of the BCC. I mean, one constituent particle extra. So apart from these 8 constituent particles which are lying at the corner, that is nothing but unit cell. So along with one more point, that is centered, that is called body centered, we are going to call as BCC. Let's discuss one second one, that is called FCC. FCC is nothing but the face centered unit cell. I mean, constituent particle which is present at the each center of the faces, we are going to call as the face centered cubic unit cell, along with 8 particles which are lying at the 8 corners. So simply we can say this one. This is a 3-dimensional arrangement of the unit cell. So this is what upper face has 1 point and below face 2, like this, and this side will be having 2, and this side will be having 2. That is called each center of the face. This is one face, this is one face, this is one face, this is one face. So every face has a center that contains the constituent particles. So along with these 8 corners, so like this I am going to make this. So these are called the face centered unit cell. Once again, face centered unit cell is nothing but the constituent particles which are present at each center of the face, along with 8 particles, constituent particles which are lying at the corners. So that is called the face centered unit cell. Last one we are called as ECC, that is nothing but the end centered unit cell. So like this, what it says, the number of constituent particles which are present only at the center of the 2 opposite faces, that is called the end centered cubic unit cell. Like this will be there. So this is called one face, and this is its opposite face, like this will be there. So these are called the end point cells. End points means the opposite faces, like this. So this is an opposite faces, and this is an opposite faces, along with the 8 particles which are lying at the corners. So that is called the end centered unit cell. Let us discuss about how to count the number of particles in a unit cell. So in that we are going to take a simplest one, that is called simple cubic unit cell. So when you see this structure, it is a simple cube, right? So you know that when you are going to say this one, cube means obviously there must be 8 corners will be there, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is nothing but the constituent of the particles here. 8 particles will be there, which will be elongated at the 8 corners of the cube, right? And that each particle which is going to be shared by 8 other unit cells. So when you look over this picture, you are not going to get the idea how the atoms will be shared by the 8 other unit cells. When you look at this 3D picture, right? When you look at about this 3D pictures of the simple cubic unit cell, you are going to observe that how each particle, I mean this particle which is going to be shared by 8 other unit cells. So when you look at this one very clearly, so there will be 8 spheres will be there. I mean, so just I take a simple explanation for this one. So if I take this sphere, right, when you are going to divide this one, so this portion becomes the half and this portion becomes half, right? So this will be whole total half and this will be half. When I make it divide this into these parts, then it becomes 1 by 4, right? 1 by 4, 1 by 4, 1 by 4, like this. So this 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4, that gives us to half portions, right? So in that, how 8 spheres, how which is going to be shared by 8 other unit cells means, so this is, I am going to divide for the rest. So this portion, we are going to call as the 1 by 8 portion, this is 1 by 8 portion. So 1 by 8 plus 1 by 8 portion, that gives us to 1 by 4 portion, right? This 1 by 4, this 1 by 4, that gives to 1 by 2. So like this, 1 by 8, I mean each particle which is going to be shared by the 8 other unit cells. When you look at the 3D pictures, you are going to observe very nicely. I mean, contribution of the each particle to the unit cell is 1 by 8. I mean, contribution of each particle in a unit cell, that is equal to 1 by 8. Obviously, because 1 by 8 portions of the spheres, when you look at this simple cubic unit cell, you are going to recognize this one, right? So how many portions will be going to be shared here? Contribution here. The contribution of the each particle in the unit cell is equal to 1 by 8. Therefore, total number. Therefore, I am going to add those things. Total number of particles per unit cell per unit cell, that is equal to, first we should write the 8. Why? Because 8, because of the simple cube contains the 8 particles at the 8 corners, right? So that is called the 8. Each particle which is going to be shared by 1 by 8. That is called the contribution of the particle in unit cell. So after this calculation, you are going to get the only one particle. So this is the way of the calculation to find out the number of particles per unit cell, like this. For simple cubic unit cell, you are going to get the value as the one particle. Let us discuss about the body-centered cubic unit cell. So here, how we are going to calculate the, count the number of particles per unit cell. Let us discuss here. So this is a structure of this simple. That is, first it is simple cubic unit cell. Along with one, this is the center of this body. That is called body-centered cubic unit cell. So this will be the representation of the BCC. That is called body-centered cubic unit cell. So you know that when compared to simple cubic unit cell, everything is same. Only this extra will be there, right? So so in the cubic structure, the 8 corners which is going to be placed by the 8 particles, and this each particle which is going to be shared by the 8 other unit cells, as we discussed in the simple cubic unit cell. When you see the 3D model of this one, that is called BCC, you are going to observe that. So like this, everything is same. Everything is same to simple cubic unit cell only, but we are going to observe that at the center of that body one more extra spheres will be there. So that we are going to calculate here. So contribution by the current particle. First you should take the 8 particles, right? So 8 means 8 corners of the simple cubic unit cell. 8 particles into how many contribution? Contribution each particle which is going to be shared by 8 other unit cells. That is called 8 into 1 by 8. That is nothing but the one particle. One particle. What is extra here? Let's see here. The contribution of the particle at the center of the body. At the center of the body, only one is there, right? This is only one. So that is called one particle. Next one. Then the total number of particles per unit cell. Total is how many? So this will be one particle, 1 plus 1. That gives rise to 2 particles. So this is a simple way to count the number of particles per unit cell in body-centered cubic unit cell. That is nothing but the 2 particles. Let us discuss about the last one, that is called face-centered cubic unit cell. So here in this letters there will be one extra particle which is going to be present at the center of each faces of this simple cubic unit cell. See, you can see this one. So how many extra particles? That is called at the center of the each faces. So this is one face. So this is upper face, lower face, right? So this is called upper face, lower face, 2 faces, and this beside this one, 3, 4, 5, 6, like this. And each particle which is going to present at the center of this face, this center of the face, and this center of the face, and this center, and this center, and this center will be there. So how many centers? 6 centers and 6 extra particles, right? Like this. And along with this, in addition to this one, 8 corners of the particle which is going to be shared by the 8 other unit cells also. So the contribution by the corner particles will be 8 into 1 by 8. That is 4. That is called one particle. First, okay. Next, and each face that is going to be shared by the 2 other unit cells, and this each particle which is going to be present at the center of the face, which is going to be covered by the 2 subunit cells, 2 unit cells. When you see this 3D model of this structure, you are going to recognize this one. Each particle which is going to be present at the center of the face, which is going to be shared by the 2 unit cells. Here, so sharing is 1 by 2 into total how many extra will be there? That is called 1. When you look at this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 by 2 into 6. So after this calculation, you are going to get the 3 particles. And what is the total number of particles per unit cell? That is, we are going to add this one. 1 particle plus 3 particles, that gives us to 4 particles. So this is the way to calculate counting the number of particles per unit cell in the face-centered cubic unit cell is for 4 particles.